I'm going to talk about the honeymoon period today. During recovery, some people can find the early part really easy. And this isn't to say that other people don't, because lots of people find it really, really hard at the beginning and then it gets easier as it goes along. But some people find it very relieving. They suddenly are giving themselves permission to eat and not exercise and not engage in habits. And for some people, they can seem to find it too easy. And this can then make them feel anxious about finding it too easy. Now, I hope for your sake, whoever is finding it too easy, that it does stay that easy, because that would be brilliant, and it would be great that it was a non-bumpy road and it was just smooth sailing from there on out, because that would be brilliant to overcome something that has affected you so severely. It would be amazing for it to be really smooth sailing. That would be great, and no one should feel any shame or anxiety or embarrassment or anything over the fact that it might be easy for them. That would be brilliant if it was. That doesn't invalidate your illness. It doesn't make it any less significant than it was. You know, hopefully it will stay however easy you're finding it yourself. That would be brilliant. That would be great. I would love that to happen. But for a lot of people who are finding it too easy, it can get harder later on. And I just want to warn you and, just let you know that that can happen. Some people experience what is called the honeymoon period of eating disorder recovery, where, you've just let yourself eat, you've given yourself permission to battle your eating disorder, you're letting yourself, as I said, eat, rest, challenge those eating disorder habits and eating your fear foods and stuff like that. People can suddenly just feel this kind of massive sigh of relief that you're letting yourself do something that you have really wanted to do for a really long time but have felt unable to because of your eating disorder. And that self-permission is so important in recovery, that giving yourself that permission to do those things is just so important, and it really, really, really helps with recovery. And it can make it easier, which is just what you want, because it's difficult enough already for a lot of people. But these feelings of relief and this general happiness over letting yourself do all those things can then actually only last for a certain amount of time, and then it can become harder again. I don't want to dissuade you or discourage you, but it is possible that you might be experiencing this honeymoon period if you're finding it too easy. It's not uncommon for people to experience that, and the initial kind of novelty maybe of recovery can wear off, and then those underlying issues come up again and it becomes harder to fight the eating disorder. Really, that's all I kind of have to say on it. This isn't a long video. I'm just kind of explaining what the honeymoon period is and how it might not last. And for some people, recovery might be relatively more easy than for others. And you know what? I really hope it is, because recovery is very, very difficult for a lot of people, and that's not pleasant, that's not nice. Actually having an easier time of it doesn't invalidate your illness. It doesn't mean that you were less ill than other people. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that some people might be able to overcome their issues easier. It might mean that they're able to identify issues and resolve them quicker than others. And that doesn't mean that your illness wasn't valid. But for some people who experience the honeymoon period, it may get harder again afterwards, and it might become a lot more difficult in the future. And I just want to warn you of that, just in case you are experiencing everything being really great in recovery. And as I keep saying, I really do hope that it stays great, but I'm just warning you that it might not. And it's kind of, it's like the honeymoon period of a relationship, where everything's brilliant and you're having such a great time and you're not seeing any flaws in the other person, and you're just, everything's great, there's nothing wrong. And then as the relationship progresses, you see the flaws in other people that you're with, and you need to kind of work to accept them, and the relationship becomes harder. And that's kind of like what it's like with recovery in the honeymoon period there. So yeah, short video, because I did do a video recently, so I thought I'd just get this topic out of the way, because somebody asked for a little bit of explanation about what the honeymoon period is. And so yeah, went ahead and just done it, and yeah, it's a short video. So yeah, I hope everybody is doing well. You know I say this like every single time, but you know, I genuinely do. I am hoping that everybody's doing well. And make sure to be patient with yourself, and also to work hard to overcome your eating disorder, and also praise yourself for the progress that you're making, and really celebrate any achievements that you're having beating your eating disorder or overcoming any obstacles in your recovery. So yeah, I hope everybody has had or is having a really good week and had a good weekend, and will have a good weekend this coming weekend. So many weekends in one sentence. I will be doing another video. It might be a while to my next video just because I have a lot of work to do. Might be next weekend, so in about a week and a half. But if I have any spare time, I will make one. So yeah, I will speak to you as soon as I can.